is Miss Melinda. Welcome to Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. How is all my 1,009 subscribers doing tonight? What night is this? I can't think what night this is. Oh, is this a Saturday? Yeah, I think it's Saturday. Yeah. I ran errands, but I forgot what day. Okay, this is Saturday, I believe. Okay. So, how y'all doing? How's all my fans and students, viewers, and all 1,009 subscribers doing? Are you subscribers getting through my biology classes like I want you to? If you could be so kind to just leave comments below the biology class that you're watching a biology class. I gotta talk softer. Okay. Say you're watching a biology class, okay? Write comments below. I just watched this video, and I watched this much of the video, and I didn't feel like sitting all the way through, so I'll come back to that video. I'm recording, so you can't be in the background, okay? Okay. So, now I forgot what I was saying. Okay, you have to watch. I want you guys to leave me comments under the biology classes. So whatever biology class you're watching, say I watched this one and I watched about 10 minutes, and didn't feel like going on, on and on. Went to another video. I'm going to another video to watch. Maybe I'm going to the next biology class that's in numerical order. Biology 1 through 16, I think we got maybe 17 biology class, I'm not sure. But just leave comments under the biology classes, which classes you've watched, and how much, and have you ever made it through a whole biology class. I'm making them shorter. The only thing that's taking a long time is after class. I like to joke around and talk spontaneously. Anytime I'm talking after class, I'm talking spontaneously. Means you're not thinking about what you're going to say. So I talk spontaneously. I don't plan what I am going to say today after the show. Wherever it leads, it will go. But go to my red top, because spontaneously, I was talking about something in that red top with the black embellishment just 2 videos ago, like 2 videos next to this. Okay, that red top with the black embellishment. Watch the whole show. It's a short show. Look at the minutes. It should tell you. I think it's like 39 minutes, maybe 40 minutes tops. If you can make it it may be shorter than that, actually, I don't know. But if you can make it to the end of that red top, just 2 videos over from where I'm at right now, it's going to tell 2 stories that came up in my mind because of something else I was talking about. I came up with 2 kick-ass stories, life stories, and this is what I told my fans and students in the beginning. Sometimes I'll tell spontaneous life stories, or sometime I might plan. I just thought of this. I'm going to tell my students maybe next week this story. Then I'm planning it, and I will tell you I'm planning it. And you'll see that I'm planning it, because I'm not going to be talking about something, and then go right into it, Yeah. Okay. So I do have 2 planned, and I'll let you know when it is. I want you to go to the red shirt with the black embellishments. Just 2 videos over. And listen to the whole thing, because I told 2 car stories with my nephew. Okay, with my nephew. I can't explain this Chinese niece and nephew over. You'll have to watch what I uploaded the last couple of days. It'll tell you about who my nephew Dan and his wife Helen are. You have to watch my videos to get these life stories, to find out who I am. They're really exciting, 2 stories about my nephew driving. There's 2 of them that'll blow you away. Go to that red top. I just uploaded it a couple of days ago. Go to that red top and watch the end. It ain't that long, and you're going to get 2 kick-ass stories about my nephew Dan driving. Stories. What happened 2 times. And this was before he moved to China, when we all lived on the same street on Town Hall Road, a real long road at the end of the road in Elburn, Illinois. And my sister and her husband and my 2 nephews lived right across the street. So just look at the red top till the end, and you're going to hear some astonishing 2 stories about my nephew and driving. And he still has a driver's license. That was before he moved to China. He moved to China for 11, 12, 13 years, something like that. Dated different Chinese women. And he finally met the right one. And he moved back to America. And then, anyway, long story short, she's going to graduate this year as a dental PhD degree. She's going to be a dentist, and she's only got this last year. She's in summer school right now, and she only has 2 more semesters, and she's a dentist. She got her biology degree in China and her biology tech master's degree in biology tech in New Zealand. And then she moved to America, married my nephew, got a green card, became a dental assistant, but then she switched to continue. Those 2 degrees she has is for dentistry also, see? And so now she's just got 1 more year left, and she's going to be a dentist. I'm real proud of them. So yeah, I call him my Chinese niece and nephew because Helen, his wife, was born and raised there. Her parents don't even speak English. That's how poor they are, where she came from. We got her out of there and got her here and got her a green card. And now she's going to be a dentist. Okay, so I'm not supposed to be telling these stories over again. Let's get to work. I want you guys to enjoy my recent uploads. Watch them a bunch of time, my recent uploads. Like the past 8 uploads. Watch them a lot, over and over, and have fun. Especially the last 3 or 4 videos I uploaded. I uploaded one today. Well, you probably know that already. Okay, so here we go. We're still with biology, and this one is about the circulatory system. But there's circulatory systems in, I think they say worms, and fish. I don't know. We're still with the worms and the fish, and guys like that stuff. Even though worms gross me out, I love the education. Okay, I just love the education. Yeah. So you ready to go? Okay. Ready? Okay, here we go. Can I take a sip of my hot cocoa? It's delicious. My brother bought me that right before Christmas. He went to Berlin, Germany. He went to 5 different locations in Germany. And he brought me back this beautiful black glass Berlin coffee cup. My black nails matched the black glass coffee cup my brother sent me from Germany. I couldn't believe it. All right, let's get going, guys. All right. I never knew a fish had a heart. And you know what? my dad and me loved fishing. But now as an older woman and I hear they got hearts, I don't want to kill a fishy. My dad started getting weird at the end of his life. Oh, don't kill that spider. Don't kill the spider. No. I'm like, Dad, it's gross. Or roach. Well, I don't think he told me to not kill a roach. If he did that, that's going way overboard. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. Let's go. A fish's heart and circulatory system. Wow, this is interesting. Did you know fish had hearts? I didn't know that. A fish's heart has two separate chambers, okay? A fish's heart has two separate chambers. One that receives blood from the body and another that pumps the blood out over the gills. Okay, talk soft. It's closed circulatory system makes a single loop through the body of the fish. Overall, the process of how blood passes through fish is rather simple. Do you want me to read this again? Just keep watching these videos over until it absorbs in your head, okay? But thus far, we don't have difficult words in this one. So a fish's heart has two separate chambers, one that receives the blood from the body and another that pumps the blood out over the gills, G-I-L-L-S. You know what gills are in fish. Well, they have them on other things, too. I wanted to say it to really clarify, but I want you to watch this over and over. Every time I get new uploads, watch them over and over, and then go to biology class 1. But you can jump around to trials and the judicial system. The judicial system can be difficult. I still have to learn what I taught for the judicial system. It had a bunch of classes, too. It's about like it's called the judicial system. It's about like Supreme Court judges and all that kind of stuff. And I don't talk politics, religion, or abortion. Okay. So, and then the body and another that pumps the blood out over the gills. It's closed. So we have open circulatory systems and we have closed circulatory systems. So I'm going to be telling you throughout the class which is open circulatory system and which is closed circulatory system. Okay, so its closed circulatory system makes a single loop through the body of the fish, period. Overall, the process of how blood passes through fish is rather simple. All right, let's start moving a little faster. Okay, so number 1. Okay. Number 1. I gotta back up. My head was getting chopped off. We're not that far. Not that far. Like right about here I can do it. Okay. So, all right, this is my bosoms. The bra's poking out. Okay. It gets soft. Okay. All right. So here we are. Shall we go again? Okay. 1. When a fish's heart pumps, blood leaves the heart through the ventral aorta that runs along the underside of the fish. See, I know a lot of these words because I had medical terminology twice in college. Okay. 2. The ventral aorta carries the blood to the gills, and the blood then passes through the capillaries along the gills to pick up oxygen, period. This part of the okay, here's a new label. This part of the circulatory loop is called gill circulation, okay? And we have, okay, the oxygenated the oxygenated blood immediately flows from the gills into the dorsal aorta. Dorsal's D-O-R, sal, like salad, S-A-L, dorsal, D-O-R-S-A-L, dorsal aorta. They go together. The oxygenated blood immediately flows from the gills into the dorsal aorta, period, which runs along the upper side of the fish, period. For the dorsal aorta carries the oxygenated blood to the rest of the fish's capillaries, period. Okay, you should be able to be following me. This is a really easy, simple class. There's not too many difficult words in here. This part of the loop is referred to as systemic circulation. Okay, number five. After the blood has reached all the cells within the fish, it returns to the heart. Okay? The circulatory system in a fish is simple and effective, period. But because the blood passes through the heart only once during its travels, a fish's blood pressure is quite low. Blood pressure is the force that sends blood through an animal's circulatory system. I just heard thunder and lightning outside my window here. Real heavy thunder. Okay, here's a new label. Exploring the human heart and circulatory system. It's really weird how we're being, like, taught humans with the worms, you know what I mean? And fish, and they have hearts, and they have circulatory systems. I know. Did you know that? Come on. Did you know that worms and fish have circulatory systems? Wow. Okay. Well, watch. Like I said, watch all my biology. Try to do it in order, and try to go back. Leave me some comments, people, please, about how much you've watched my biology classes. Leave them under the biology class you're actually watching. Say, well, I just either finished this whole video, or I just watched 10 minutes and I had enough, or I want to go to another video, or I have an appointment, or whatever. But no, you don't have to explain all that to me. I'm not your mother. I want to just know how much you're watching my biology classes. Yeah. Okay. So, exploring the human heart and circulatory system. The heart and the circulatory system of humans and some other mammals. I didn't know we were mammals. See, I'm learning so much. That's why I wanted to teach biology, because I've always wanted to learn it. And I wouldn't study half as much as I do because I'm teaching it. Yeah. And getting, and dressed and wearing the diva costumes adds a lot of fun to it. And me having to write the notes is teaching me right there. I'm learning what I'm writing. Okay, the heart and the circulatory system of humans and some other mammals are complex, okay? because their animals are larger. They need to have a higher blood pressure to push the blood throughout their entire bodies. This need results in a two-dash circuit circulatory system. Okay? A system that has two distinct pathways. Okay? It's the same title I just read you. Okay? But here's some new stuff. Okay? No, I'm too far back. Like right there. All right. Now, one pathway is for pulmonary circulation, which first delivers deoxygenated blood. Okay? I never heard of that word before. Deoxygenated blood. Have you heard that word before? I never heard deoxygenated blood. No, I've never heard of that. Okay. Deoxygenated blood to the lungs, so it can become oxygenated. Then delivers oxygenated. Oxygenated. Then delivers, then delivers oxygenated blood back to the heart. Oxygenated blood back to the heart. I said it there. Okay. So the other circuit is for systematic circulation, which carries oxygenated blood from the heart to the rest of the body. We're almost done, guys. Are you sticking with me? Are you listening and sticking with me? And then come back with a pen and paper one day and watch it over and write words down that you don't know, and Google it, because I can't get all this, I got like 17 biology classes. I'm trying to Google for you guys and have a class for that, but I just get too much time taken up. I have to also advertise. Okay, the human heart has 4 chambers. Okay, shh. I have to talk softer. Shh. Okay. The human heart has 4 chambers. 2 ventricles, muscle chambers that squeeze blood out of the heart and into the blood vessels, and 2 atria, A-T-R-I-A, muscular chambers that deliver blood into the ventricles. The heart is divided into left and right halves. So there's a left atrium and a left ventricle, as well as a right atrium and a right ventricle. The 2 atria, A-T-R-I-A, reside at the top of the heart. The 2 ventricles are at the bottom. So all you got to do is memorize it. You're able to follow me right now. This is easy. You're able to follow me if you're paying attention. You paying attention? Come on, snap see, here's my beautiful black. I'm trying to snap. There, that one's snapping. Wake up. Are you listening? Okay. Want to make sure. Okay. All right. Confusing to you, because it looks as if the right atrium is on. I talk softer. Shh. Confusing to you, because it looks as if the right atrium is on the left side of the heart. In a picture they show in the book, which obviously I can't do. The left side of the heart. Pretend you're looking at someone's heart through her chest. Her right, I gotta scratch her. Her right atrium is on the right side of her body. Your heart is divided into 2 halves, because excuse me. Your heart is divided into, okay. Your heart is divided into two halves because of your 2-dash circulatory system. Okay? The right side of your heart pumps blood to your lungs, while the left side of your heart pumps blood to the rest of your body. So this is just a matter of memorizing. Yeah, you can understand this in plain English. Blood goes, none of us are going to be able to answer. We have to watch it over and over, and you take notes and look up, write down words that you don't know, because it's hard for me to try and look up all the words we don't know, all the way back from class 1 in biology. But I'm going to look up some. Don't worry about it. Okay. So the right side of your heart pumps blood to your lungs. Okay? And, okay? The right side of your heart pumps blood to your lungs, while the left side of your heart pumps blood to the rest of your body. Now that's interesting. Memorize that one. Watch this over and over. Blood goes into both pathways, which is each and every pump. You understand that? It's pumping blood, right? It's a muscle, it's pumping blood. And it's saying your heart pumps blood to the rest of your body. The left side, okay? And blood goes into both pathways, with each and every pump. Okay, blood to the rest of your body. Blood goes into both pathways with each and every pump. That's what they're trying to say. Blood goes to the rest of your body. Blood goes into both pathways with each and every pump. Okay? So you can't miss a beat. That's in my class, too. You can't miss a beat, or you won't pass my class. Yeah, you can't miss a beat. Okay, you ready? We've only got 3 pages left. You think you can concentrate on what I'm saying? Because you can learn so much if you listen in the first place, instead of also just going back 5 times, which I want you to do. But if you listen to the whole thing the first time, it'll break you in, okay? So, my dears, I love my subscribers, fans, students. Okay, so valves separate one chamber of the heart from another. Each valve consists of a pair of strong flaps of muscle tissue, called cusps, C-U-S-P-S, cusps, or leaflets, period. When your heart is working properly, the valves open and close fully, so blood can flow in only one direction through each valve. So blood can flow in only one direction, through each valve. Yeah. Okay. Okay, 9. Here we go. So I got my beautiful pearls. Look at the pearls. Aren't they pretty? Yeah. Okay. What if I go look this way? Then do you get to see the pearls? There? 4 valves separate the 4 chambers of your heart from one another and from the major blood vessels that are connected to it. Okay? All right, you saw my pearls. We're done. Okay, that's really cute, though. I just fix my hair spontaneously. And I push those comb barrettes in there just spontaneously. That you see it. It's different every time. I've never had the pearls show so much, and two of them, two barrette pearls in a row, vertically going down, and they're close to my front where you could see. I've never had that. I just, when I'm ready to do my hair at the last minute, I just pick up something and I just spontaneously create, and out comes a beautiful hairdo. Okay, I've never had this exact hairdo with the barrettes, two pearl barrettes separately and right below each one below the other, vertically, and then I can bend the pearls into a nice shape where it's not sticking out of my head like when I first started wearing them. Okay, so here we are. 4 valves separate the chambers. The chambers of your heart from one another and from the major blood vessels that are connected to it. All right? The right, now this is a hard word, so I'm going to have to look it up. You're going to have to look it up. Atrioventricular. Oh, I was able to say that beautifully. Atrioventricular. I think I was practicing a little bit. And they also say you can use AV for initials. So, atrioventricle valve, it's a valve, is located between the right atrium and the right ventricle. Okay? So it's going to have to do, this is simple, but you have to memorize it. Because they're telling you, this is on the left side, this is on the right side. They don't, then, oh, but then this one, it's the opposite, and blah, blah, blah. So you're going to have to memorize it, you know. And that's what we need to do. Okay. If you're here to learn, which I hope you are, please. The right atrioventricular valve is located between the right atrium and the right ventricle. This valve is also referred to as the tricuspid, which we just learned the cuspid word, C-U-S-P-I-D. This is tricuspid. They added the prefix tri to cuspid, which I told you was C-U-S-P-I-D. They added the prefix tri, which means 3, and you should all know that, right? Okay. So, this valve, okay, wait a minute, between the right atrium and the right ventricle. This valve is also referred to as the tricuspid valve. It's a valve, because it has 3 flaps in its structure. We got the last page. Have you been listening? See? I told you if you could just listen, it'll be over quick. I want you to learn my biology classes. And when I get back to linguistics, well, there's some about phonetics that when I first started, but I was dropping that tablet and falling all over the place. I was in my bedroom. So it looked like I was high, like I was wasted, but I'm not. No. Yeah, I've been cured off alcohol 12 years. Okay. The pulmonary semilunar valve. I knew it had to do with the moon. Lunar. So it says the pulmonary semilunar valve separates the right ventricle from the pulmonary artery. Semilunar means half moon and refers to the shape of the valve. Okay, next thing is the left atrioventricular. You just say it over and over until you get it right. Atrioventricular. Ventricular. So you got to get that cular at the end. It has to blend. It can't be atrioventricular. Atrioventricular. Sounds a little smoother. Atrioventricle. No. Atrioventricular. Atrioventricular valve is between the left atrium, left ventricle. This valve is also called the bicuspid, which we know the word cuspid, C-U-S-P-I-D. They added another prefix, and this one's bicuspid. And what do we all know bi is? Two. I think we learned that in first grade. Okay, so it's also called the bicuspid valve. It's a valve because it has only two flaps in its structure. The aorta semilunar valve, it's a valve, separates the left ventricle from the aorta. Like the pulmonary semilunar valve has half moon shape. So you might want to look up the word aorta. I'm real familiar. I know it from medical terminology, but that was like 3 decades ago. So I got to remind myself what aorta is. But I knew that word, you know. So that's the end of the class. And how's all my 1,009 subscribers doing? And how's all my viewers, fans, students doing? What day is this? Oh, yeah. We made up at the beginning of the, we decided it was a Saturday, okay? All right. And I will be uploading some more videos pretty soon. Real soon. So, you guys you're probably not even on social media. This is the end of the summer, so nobody's been on Twitter or YouTube because it's the end of the summer and they're running around trying to do everything that they could do fun, you know. That was delicious. I didn't want to get that spilled on my costume. Okay. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my class. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't subscribed yet, can you please subscribe? If you subscribe, I will smile. See? And you can see my beautiful implants, white teeth. They're grown into my gums. I tell everybody every class. Guys, nobody ever could see them when I'm talking, and it costs me a fortune. So subscribe for me and hit my like button right now, and I will smile this minute. Cheese, how's that? Okay, see? Aren't they nice teeth? Will you subscribe? Will you subscribe for Miss Melinda? And be one of Miss Melinda's official students and fans? Please subscribe and watch as many videos. I need my fan support. I need activity in all. I'm up to, what am I up to, 40 videos? Or 38 videos? I'm on a lot of videos, so that's what they're there for. Jump around, go into trials, go into the judicial system. The judicial system, I don't like clearly understand, but you watch it and you learn. You know, we may not understand what we're learning, but if you can get through all the judicial system down the road, because I want you to stay with biology. And next trials, probably. And we will be going back to linguistics because that was everybody's favorite class when I taught it over in my Twitter account. They couldn't see or hear me. All they had was tweets, and I was getting hits up the butt, especially on linguistics. Okay, guys. I will see you next time. Subscribe. Leave me some comments. under the whatever biology class you're under, say, I've watched this many biology classes, or I've watched this video you're under, I watched this biology class, I just watched the whole biology class, so you could write that underneath. Or I watched half this biology class, but the classes are a lot shorter. What's making the video so long is me talking. But I figure some people are looking for a little entertainment. And so, a lot of people live alone, or not married, or, have kids. A lot of people are alone. And so a lot of people want to hang out and hear me just spontaneously talk. That's why it's called Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. And anytime you need to spill your guts, just don't get too carried away. Go under a video and just say, you had a bad day or something minor's, upset you. And I try to read as many as I can, guys. But I really would like some feedback under all my biology videos, how much you've watched. Would be real nice. Okay, I love you all. And I shall see you next time. Good night. Okay, good night. I'm going to go get in my bed under my blankies. Well, I've already had 2 cups of cocoa. But I'll YouTube a movie. Okay, good night, guys. Bye. I love you. I love all my fans and all my students and subscribers. I love you all. And I am very grateful for your interest in Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. Good night.